time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to blank. Hey!
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Wednesday, December 11th. S&P's up a cool 50. NASDAQ up 390. Russell's up 24. Dow is red, down 37 points. Gold up 1.3. Silver up about 0.25%. Notes and bonds are red. 10-year yield up over 1%. Oil up over 2.5%. Natural gas up 6%. Soybeans finished a little bit green, corn a little bit red, wheat a little bit green, euro and the pound, both are down about 0.25%. Bitcoin back up 5%, back up 100, above 101,000. VIX contracting down 3.3%, sitting at 13.72. On my BIC trades, I just did one tranche. I had a little issue this morning. Or actually last night. I got home and pulled into my garage and heard a hole in my tire sound. So I ran over, I guess I ran over the screw, like luckily in my driveway. And so tire went flat within about 10 minutes. So had to get up this morning, take it in to get it repaired, so missed the open, so I was kind of trading from my phone, so only got in one tranche of BICs, but up tiny. On the one DTE from yesterday, as long as we don't fall apart to the downside, that should hit max profit when I transformed into a risk-free vertical. I put on a 6-7 discretionary put calendar this morning. I was pushing up against the break even, so I closed it out. Ended up booking about $500 on it, even though it was trading near the break even. Turned around and put it on a 5-6, which is up another few hundred. So good stuff with the put calendars again. I took off my 6-7 put calendar from last Friday, which going into the close yesterday was down about 80%. And this big move helped turn that around. I ended up booking 40% on it. So thank you, CPI. Let's see what else. I put on a 1-2 double calendar. It's up tiny. I still have my 3-4 double calendar from Monday. It's down. I'm going to take that off tomorrow as scheduled. I put on posted in the transformer channel because I was planning to transform it potentially, but put on another one of those 1 DTE iron flies. Just was not getting barely any decay, so I ended up just closing it for a small winner. I also posted here in the chat that I put on a Wooga and then just kind of looking at it and didn't like the potential risk to reward. I got in below the credit minimum anyway, so I ended up just closing out for a small scratch win on that one. What else? I think that's about it. Chad, how's your day?
Yeah, just did one trade. I even sized down a little bit just due to premiums and slow grind up. Finally stopped it out. And then just had this Wooga I put on about 10 minutes before you. But I did do a 1 DTE in my other account, just discretionary. Booked a little profit on it, and then about an hour goes by and there's just no theta decay. So I just ended up closing that one out and booked like $125 on it. So it's kind of difficult to trade, with the premiums being low, kind of a lack of theta decay. So that's
Yes,
it.
yes. So we've got PPI tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, same time as CPI was, so an hour before the bell, along with some unemployment claims.
That one DTE I did, it was up. I can't remember the percent. I just did 4 contracts, but I was up like $600. And I can't remember what time this was.
You did a 1 DTE today?
Yeah, just a discretionary one in my other account. And I was up like $600. I don't remember what the percent was, but the next bar was just starting and it went from 600 to being up $100 like that. And then for the next hour, had zero theta decay. So I just closed it for $125. But I found it interesting, like literally just that next 5-minute bar started and I looked over and it was down like $500 from being up like 600 to being up like 100, just like in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, the VIX is, I mean, it definitely hasn't contracted. Obviously, it did when the data came out, but since the market's opened, it's been just kind of steady to grinding a tiny bit higher.
Yeah, it's
so
just
all the premium came out pre-market.
Yeah, it was crazy how that quick it did that.
Yep, that's good, Moel. Kept you out. So individual stocks. Let's see, Chad, how's your day trading this morning? I was out of the
Yeah, so you had
green.
small green. I had let's see here. Coinbase.
Coin, Goog, and MU, all volume runners. All right, let's check those out.
Yeah, look at Coin. It really was a bummer.
All right, so you got almost the volume there on the second bar, and then
Yeah, and then
did you stop yourself out?
Yep. That's where I got out when it pushed that far down.
Broke below. Yeah.
Yep. I only did 2
then
contracts. It was pretty expensive.
Goog was your big winner.
Oh man, Goo was beautiful.
Got the volume spike, little pullback. So you entered somewhere here in this wick, I assume.
Yep.
Got that run up. Nice.
Yep. And I got out at the top of the 3rd green bar. That was my last contract.
Nice. And then MU.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
So MU got the spike there. Yeah, just pulled back and never gave any follow through. It was just kind of the exhaustion on that one.
Yep.
MSTR is up over 8.5% today. It's just been kind of chopping in a range after that big sell-off from all-time highs. GameStop up 7%, Reddit up 7%, AVGO up 7%. Not too far away from highs. Coinbase up almost 5%. EJT up 5%. Tesla up 5%. Tesla. Wait, that's not an all-time high in Tesla, is it? Let's see here. Let's go back all the way. Oh, it is. Wow. Looky there.
Nice. Yeah.
Tesla back to all-time highs. Wow. What a run this year. Earlier this year, it's down in the 138 handle. Now it's at 420.
How much has it gone up since the election?
So November, that would have been right here. Yeah, so the day before the election, it was at 250. Now it's at 420.
Wow.
Let's see what else here. ARM is at 4.5%. Square up over 4. Nvidia is up over 3. Netflix up 3. Meta and Amazon up 2. Microsoft up 1. The banks are pretty flat. Tiny up or down. AI, CVS is down 5%. SMCI is down 5%. Uber, Lyft down almost 5%. Man, Uber's been on a little bit of a slide here. Hit an all-time high of 87 down to 61. Must be feeling the heat of the Tesla robo-taxi coming. Oh, Adobe, is that after the bell today? $12.11 aftermarket. Yep. Moel's going bullish. Krish, Chessmaster, any feedback? Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on Adobe. I mean, I use their PDFs every day, so maybe I should go bullish. That's as good of any as any reason. It's at 550. It's kind of right mid-range between its all-time high and its recent low here, or maybe all-time low. Not all-time low, but over the last few years. I'd probably go bullish. Got PPI tomorrow. SPX probably wants to go back up through all-time highs. NDX did go through all-time highs today. New all-time high, 21,773. Let's see, Adobe's got an expected move of 42. So that would put it at about 92. So you could choose either the 90 or the 95 strike as a peak. Something like that. Yeah, I'll do this one. Filled at 525. And Neil, is that on Adobe? $20 days. I mean, I don't take anything away from that, but 60, 55 calls. Yes, it's got 42,000 of open interest versus quite a bit lower on some of the others. Yeah, I mean that doesn't say anything to me, but what does that say to you? What say you? So on my put calendars today, so here's the one that I put on at the open. When it got near the break even, I took it off. Price still kept going up, so it's maybe even a little bit better than as far as profit even now, even though it's pushed above the break even, but I took it off, booked about 500. I turned around and put on the 5.6 just because it had a wider range and it's up a little bit. I was also considering just putting on a new centered 6.7, which would have been this one here, and it's up nicely. Now, the dollar amount you got to take into consideration because you've with this 6.7 because it's got FOMC on the backdated options, you're using a lot more capital. So a 30 lot on the 6.7 was about 19,000 versus a 30 lot on the 5.6 that I did was about 9,000. But definitely more profits on that 6.7. But you can see how much kind of more narrow the range is between the break evens. But like I said, the 18th is FOMC day next week, so that's why there's quite a bit more contango there. Yeah, Neil, but you don't know if they're buying or selling or if it's part of a spread or anything else. Yeah, I wasn't really that concerned with the amount of capital. I was just looking at, I mean, frankly, I thought SPX may continue to run higher, which it did a little bit, and it kind of flattened out. But I was just looking at the just kind of the, when I put this on, it was at about 60.85. So the upper break even was only 10 points higher versus the 5.6 was about 15. So it gave me a little bit flatter P&L curve. But obviously in hindsight, I definitely would have done the 6.7. And I mean, if you look at it, the positive P&L is even beyond beyond that 10-point break even. So just a little FYI as I continue to trade these put calendars. And I will take this off before the bell. With PPI tomorrow, and really just I mean, this thing moves 15 points either way, it'd be pushing into the red. So I will close it before the end of the day. Yeah, I did as well, Morrow. I mean, but it's just I'm saying I didn't want to risk it getting bad to worse. So you just got to make those decisions. And yeah, this week will be definitely red for calendars. But, had the market dropped 30, 40, 50 points, would have been really ugly. So is what it is. I did keep that 6.7 put calendar, which made a huge comeback from down 80 to plus 40. So that helped a little bit, but I do. Yeah, I'll close my 3-4 out tomorrow as scheduled. Yeah, exactly, tomorrow. Wow. It's already Mahomes time.
Yeah, I'm currently up 42% on this Wooga I put on like 10 minutes before you. I'm trying to decide how long I let this go. NASDAQ hitting all-time highs again.
90 butterflies already trading for $1.90. I am going to go ahead and work a 90. See if I can't get a earliest fill of all time. Earliest fill ever was at 20. 20:35. We're at 16 after the hour. That was on December 3rd. It's just a couple weeks ago. A little over a week and a half ago. And it still couldn't lock a vertical, and it still was a near pin. So early doesn't always mean better, but man, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this Mahomes. I just seen so many near pins in the last couple months. I traded it for months and never had, really any. I mean, there were some kind of, $1, $2 away from a pin, but it has just been brutal. NDX pushing new highs. NASDAQ's up almost a full 2%. Apple is cracking below lows of day. Tesla is pushing near highs of day. MU is pushing highs of day. AMD is pushing highs of day. NVIDIA is pushing highs of day. So the chips staying strong. I hear Trump Daddy's ringing the New York Stock Exchange bell in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This pushes a little bit up towards 90. That butterfly should fill. So PPI is really the only thing for this week left. Next week, Monday has a little PMI, flash manufacturing, flash services PMI. Tuesday, retail sales pre-market. Wednesday is FOMC. Thursday, unemployment pre-market. Friday, core PCE. So I got a little action next week. All right, so it's not going to be a record fill for the butterfly. Go ahead and start working on 85 as well.
I'm 10 cents away from hitting 50% on this Wooga.
Nice.
Gonna order to close half. But I may be closing it all. This looks like it's gonna rip up. S&P's been having trouble though.
Yeah, I got out of my car when I got home and I just heard this hissing sound. It's like, what's going on? My tire just so I must have ran over. They showed me the screw when I got to the tire place this morning.
Must have been a big one.
I must have hit it in my driveway though, because it literally was full and then within about 10 minutes just deflated.
Either that or it came out or moved,
Yeah.
you know.
Although I'll tell you what, I've gone to Discount Tire for about the last, I don't know, 6+ years.
Yeah, same here.
They are awesome.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
every time I go there, I leave feeling like it was a good customer experience.
Yeah.
If you
And
ever have tire issues, Discount Tire is where it's at.
they replace your tire too if that happens to you, if you bought them there for free.
Yeah, I did not I bought my tires to my truck there, but on my Audi it's newer so I hadn't done
Yeah.
anything yet, but they did it for free. Like they didn't even charge me today.
Really?
I don't
Wow.
maybe it's because I bought tires on my truck there. I don't know, but yeah, they just did it for free.
That's awesome.
I've had that happen before too. Like I took in some tires with the rims, some new tires on my UTV, my side by side,
Uh-huh.
and they just put them on there, did everything, and then just brought them back out to me, and they're like, "You're good, no
Wow.
charge." They're awesome. They got a customer for life. I mean, with a name like Discount Double Check, you got to go to Discount Tires. Discount. I have bought tires at Costco in the past though too. Is Discount Tire a public company? Let's see. No, Discount Tire is not publicly traded. It's a private company. Okay. I'm just going to buy some stock. All right. So we're sitting here between strikes. So still no fill on the short fly. About 54 minutes to go. 24 minutes till MOC. Mara, are you doing a lot of the single put calendars? And second part is, are you doing single call calendars as well? I need to start, I'm going to start comparing the call calendars. So this is, I have no data to back this up, but kind of my anecdotal, what I noticed, or what I think I noticed anyway, is typically if we get a big move, if because sometimes PPI is first and sometimes CPI is first. And so it sure seems to me that whenever, oh, my 90 butterfly is getting filled. All right, so filled on the 90s. Um, so whichever one's first, it seems like if there's a big move, then the next one is pretty muted. So we had S&P's up 50 points, NASDAQ's up 400 points. So I consider that a pretty big move. So if that kind of holds true, then the price action after PPI tomorrow might be fairly muted in comparison. But we shall see. All right, I need to move away from 90. I've got 32 minutes to move 5 points. Probably a little bit more than 5 points.
I was sitting 10 cents away for about 15 minutes. 50% profit. Something about just closing it. Further up it goes, the worse it'll be.
Yeah, Apple's on the struggle bus today. Strong earlier, hit a new all-time high. All downhill.
There we go. Thank you for that red bar. Closed half at 50%.
Yeah, my little Wooga would be over 50% as well.
As long as it stays inside my short strikes, I'll keep it rolling.
So my 5-6 is basically trading for a scratch. Put in an order at 325 to get out. Yeah, that 6-7 definitely would have been the better option. A new recentered 6-7 that around the 85 strike. Something about those 6-7s. They just like to pay you. All right, down to 88. Let's make a quick little flush down to about 83. And then we can rip back up to new all-time highs. And AMD and MU still pushing highs. Tesla still pushing highs. Apple's just bleeding lower. Are you asking if you wanted to, okay, so if you wanted to do a vertical against it, yeah. You just sell a $4 put spread, sell a $4 call spread. You're gonna overlap, so it's gonna cancel one out, which is not a big deal, but yeah, anytime you're buying or anytime you're selling a credit spread on the vertical, that's $4. If you buy a debit spread, it's $1. I would just set it up on the analyze screen so you can visualize it to make sure you got the right strikes. Look at that little Tesla go. 422. Elliot, how's your BICs today? I would assume pretty good, especially the ones this afternoon. It's a beautiful day if there's any premiums. What time was your last entry? Anything opened after noon Eastern should be sitting pretty. Twenty minutes to go. 10 minutes till MOC. 11:17. Gotcha. Chad, you still holding half a Wooga?
Yep. It's currently trading at $1.55, $1.45. As long as it stays under 60.90, it's inside my short strike.
Sure does. 6088 sticky. Sticky icky. Still sleeping on that 88. Netflix is moving down a little bit. Tesla, tiny pullback. Apple still falling.
Yeah, 6087 is pretty dead center in my Wooga.
Chessmaster got filled at 27 minutes and 32 seconds after the hour. So about 15 or 17 minutes ago. I'm on the 90s where price has been for the last hour. Down to 86. Come on, let's push it. Push it down. $15 minutes to go. I'd say with the amount of time we have left, with the premium that's left, we'll probably have to get down to about 84 to lock. Put spreads trading for about 280. Google new all-time high today. Microsoft, not quite. It's about 20 points under its. Netflix hit a new all-time high today. I wonder if Netflix is going to plan to do a stock split anytime soon. Seems like once these stocks start getting over 1,000, they like to get them back down. Meta hit a new all-time high today. Amazon new all-time high today. You get an all-time high. You get an all-time high. else. One minute till MOC. Yeah, it'll need to get under one of the strikes. My strikes on the 3-4 are the 61.20 and the 60.25. So it's going to need a decent move after PPI. All right, MOC incoming. $500 million buy side. It's not over, Elliot. It's not over.
Yeah. Shh.
Oh, you already closed out? I need a little 3-point flush lower. Is that question for me or Elliot Morrow? I did not.
Definitely been a really nice Wooga.
NASDAQ kind of rolling over off of its highs a little bit. SPX needs to follow. Coinbase coming down. Tesla, new highs. NVIDIA coming down. Baidu and Baba pushing higher. AMD rolling over a little bit. So the chips rolling over a little bit. Come on. Come on down. We can get down to 85. I should get filled on my lock. Coinbase is really dropping. See what Bitcoin's doing. Much. NASDAQ's moving. S&P is not. You're like banging the side of your computer. Hello? Are you on? A little bit lower. Vertical's trading at 360. Partial lock. There we go. Locked and loaded. 5 minutes to go. Now, I'd love a rip above 60.95, please. New all-time highs, please. Four minutes. Yeah, my bot that I do, that's just the fly. I don't do a vertical on that one. So if we stay below 85 on that, that'll be a max winner.
Closed up my Wooga, $880 winner. Take it.
Nice.
My I was gonna say my long puts and my long calls were worthless.
Yeah.
I had to just close the shorts to finish it out.
Two and a half minutes. Tesla's continuing to rip. New high 424. Elon had a good election. He had a good election. Yeah, that's correct, Eric G.
Jeez, Tesla.
Google new highs. Apple still falling. No, my 5-6 did not close yet. Try to get out first scratch. All right, lost a nickel on my 5-6. Yeah, I don't hate the idea of holding it. I don't think we're gonna have like a massive movement through PPI, but I just went ahead and booked mine. 15 seconds. Stay below 85 here. Ding, ding, ding. Looks like we're going to settle in around 84.33. All right. Bad, not bad. Holmes is a winner. All right. So live stream tomorrow. I think it's me. Tomorrow is the 12th. Yeah. So I'll be streaming live for day trading at the market open. And then we will be back for Power Hour. Take care. Have a good night. Talk to everyone soon.